Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to BB's Customs. I'm Rich, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of our front end swap. Okay, so as I said in the previous episode, I've never done upside down forks before, so this is going to be a new experience for me. I've taken them both off the bike. I've got a full kit down here from Slinky Glide again, same as what I used with the headstock bearings. These came from Wiimoto, and they've got all the replacement parts for these specific forks. So we've got two different bushes. There's an inner seal. I'll show you here. So we've got two different bushes, an upper and a lower. We've got the actual main seal, a retaining clip, and the top external seal. Now I've laid them out in order in which they should go in, so I know what I'm doing. The fork itself, I haven't done anything to it other than I've just loosened the top cap on here whilst it was still, well, I clamped it up in the yoke and used that to crack the pressure off of this. So first thing I'm going to do, I've got a little pot to put the fluid in. Not that there's much fluid in it, because if I put that on there, that one's actually not too bad. The other one's a little bit crap. So we're going to take this off, pour as much fluid out as we can, and then see about taking the fork apart. Okay, so from the look of it, underneath this spring, just at the top of here, there's a lock nut, which is locking the damper strut to the preload adjuster inside this. You can't just turn that to get it undone, because if you hold that down, that spins on its own, so there's nothing, it's not going to do anything. So I need to get the spring down and get a spanner. I don't know what size it is. Oh, what size is that? God, this would be easier with two people. Bloody hell. So that's a 13. That's a 12 and it doesn't fit. So it's not a 13, it's a 14. Okay, so that is now, that's on there. So to get this off, we just need to slacken off that lock nut, and then we should be able to just take this off. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Is that the bit that's going to turn that? I don't think it is. No, so we need to get onto that. So let's wind Let's screw that down a bit to get a bit more purchase on the top. Like that. There we go. So that's that off of there. And now, that's a 17 on top of this, by the way. And now we can unscrew that. Straight off of there. Okay. So you've got a spring retaining washer on the top. That, then that. Move the tools out of the way. Oops. And then the spring. Like that. Okay. Okay, so we've got the top end I'll show you down there. We've got the top end open, so you can see the damper in there. To get it off, I'm going to need to try and get this seal out, and then there'll be one of these inside. I don't know how well you can see that. One of these inside, which will be holding the main seal in. And when that's out, it should just pull apart with a little bit of persuasion. So we'll have a go. Okay. So that seal is now out. Yeah, and just in there, not sure how well I'm going to be able to show you, but just inside there I can see the clip, so we're going to take that out as well. Okay, so there we've got the clip out, you can see it wiggling there, and to get that seal out I'm going to just sort of use this like a slide hammer, I think. There we go. So put that there. And there we've got a big washer, inner seal, whatever bush that is, a bottom bush and a top bush. So we're going to whip all of these off, give this a nice rub down, make sure that we're all nice and clean, and then replace it with nice shiny new stuff. So to make things slide on a little easier, I've got some nice new fork oil. This is just bog standard fork oil. If I can get into it. And we are going to use a little dab of fresh fork oil just to coat the inside of these seals, just to give them a bit of assistance, because you know, a little bit of lube goes a long way. Sex jokes. Right, so that seal on first. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, that's nasty. I don't like that. Right, anyway. So that's that one on. Move that down to the bottom. Then we're going to put our clip on, because that's what's next. Then we want to put our lip seal on. Now these, if I get you to focus on this, these have got a top and a bottom. So the top with this, the top is this ridge bit. It looks a bit like a windscreen wiper blade. That's the bit which you want to have like pointing outside of where the oil is going to be. So the oil is going to be caught inside this bit, and then this keeps the outside of the tube nice and clean. So on an upside down fork, it goes on that way, seal facing down. So again, a little bit more oil in there. Oh, focus. Here we go. Now, how am I going to get you on there without damaging you? I don't want to damage you, I really don't. Please don't get damaged. Okay, so that's on there. And then big washer. That on there. Then it was big outer bush. Give that a nice bit of covering on there. And then inner bush. Put that on there. Okay, that's all new seals. So if I bring all these back up to the top, you can see them all. So outer seal, spring clip, inner seal, washer, large bush, small bush. Right, so now we're going to put all of this back into here. Okay, so this is my new special tool. It's a bush and seal slide hammer, 4 upside down forks. So basically we've got this little ring here which is on sort of like spring steel, so that goes around your fork, and then this splits in half, goes around the stanchion of your fork, and then it's got these nice little PTFE or nylon guides in here so that you can slide it up and down without worrying about damaging and scoring your chrome. This is a cool little thing. If I zoom you in on this a little, and then give you a bit of a focus. Come on, there we go. So this has got a great big chamfer on the inside edge of this. So you'd have it that way round, so the slide hammer's hitting on this face, and then this is on your bush and your seals. But this little feature here, or you see it better on this one, that one there, when you go onto your seal to bang that in, remember I said there was that bit about looks a little bit like a windscreen wiper blade? This is there to protect that, so it only hits on the outside of the seal rather than on the wiper, which keeps your fork nice and clean. So that's good to know. Nice, I'm not going to break anything, hopefully. So we'll give it a go and see how well it works. Ah, knob. You want the washer down as well. You want the washer down, because otherwise you're just hitting on top of the bush and it's not going to work. Put the washer down. That on there. That on there. Right. Let's have another go. Okay, so that's now fully pressed back into the bottom of there. So now it's time to put the main seal down. We're just going to clean any gunk off of there before I slide this down, because I don't want to trap it. That's going to go into there, and then using the same tool, you need to push this down until you can see the little location ring which the spring clip goes into. So hopefully this one won't need as much force. A little bit more. There we go. Take that off. Put our spring clip on. Like that. Dust cover. Press that in. Like so. Right, so now what we need to do is I'm going to pop a bit of oil in here so that we can refill the damper, and then that will stop this from just falling back in like that, which means I can get the spring back on and hold on to it. So let's pop some oil in here like that. Just going to work it up a little bit. Inside here there is some holes which I read have something to do with it. Let me have a quick double check on my phone before I go any further. Bear with me a sec. Okay, so I've had a quick look on the phone just to double check, and the correct amount of oil to put in this means that from the top of the inner tube to where the oil is, there's 135 millimeters of air. So I've got a steel rule. I'm going to get some tape, if I can find it, which I probably won't be able to. So we just have to do it by eye. And I'm going to fill this, stand it upright and fill it until this gets to 135 mil. And then I'm going to work the damper up and down, because you want to make sure that there's no air in the system at all, because then it will probably allow more oil in, and we'll keep going until we're pretty set. So I'm going to hold that in there ever so gently so that it's nice and upright, like that. Right, in we go. Put that down to 135. If it comes out wet, there's too much. So there's too much. There's 20 mil too much oil in there, which means I just got to pour a little bit out. Oh no, hang on. Wait. Let's work that damper a little bit. You can hear the bubbles going up and down. Right. Try that again. 135, and now we're dry. Put a little splash more, it won't be a lot. And we're just touching the bottom, I think. Let's just double check that, double dip. Nope. There, we're just touching the bottom. Dry that off, check again. Yes, perfect. Okay, so now we've got to get this spring back in. We're going to lift this up like that, and that will now stay there for a decent length of time because there's oil in all the damping system in there. So we're going to put that in there, put that all the way down, and just hold on to that. And then just going to tease this up so I can get at it, like that. Okay, and then on goes spring retaining washer, like that, and then put this back on there. As soon as you've got a couple turns on it, you're going to be pretty safe really, because it can't go anywhere. So what we are going to do is just get that in there. Like that. So we can do this up. Oops. Okay, so I've got my 14mm spanner on there, and with my 17 we are just going to do this up. Like so. Valve in there, use that to pull the spring down. That on there, that on there. We just make sure that is nice and locked on. Like so. Take that out of there. Lift the tube up. Now, when I do this up, I'm going to get it properly done up so it's sealed, but I'm not going to do it up tight until it's on the bike. Okay. Oh, that's better. So much better. Right. Do the same for the other one, and then we'll get them back on. Okay, so both the forks are done. This one, the first one we did, absolutely lovely. Nice bit of rebound on there, it's wonderful, nice smooth movement. This one, however, even though it's been rebuilt, it's still not great. And upon closer inspection, it's because at some point I would say, let's see if I can focus a bit better. See this? That's a dent, which means that if it's gone in there, it's gone out somewhere else, which is really annoying, because it basically means this fork might be knackered, which is infuriating, really, considering the amount of work I've put into this at the moment. When it was covered in dirt and this was just down, I didn't notice it. I probably should have checked for it when I got them in the first place. But, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to have to see if I can get just another fork, I suppose. See if I can get a similar one, just to hopefully replace this. I can always take the seals and things back out if I need to rebuild it, because they haven't done any work at all. They can come out and go into another one, which is pretty crap, but that's the way it is. For now, I'm going to put it back on the bike because I mean, without it I can't move the bike around. So I'm going to put it back on, I'm going to sort the front wheel out. I've got bearings and bits to put in there now, so I'll get this on for now, and then next time we'll change the bearings in the wheel, get that mounted up, and then hopefully I'll have some more news about this. So unfortunately, not a great finish to the video. Thanks so much for your time. I know it wasn't the best explanation on how to do these forks. It was a bit of a learning curve for me. I did the second one much faster than the first one. Just had a better idea of what I was doing. Yeah. Stay safe out there. Make sure that you are doing the best you can to talk to people. Make sure that you're not on your own all the time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.